Y'all, another day, another topic. And the topic of the day is weed is a trend that becomes an addiction. So the topic again is weed is a trend that becomes an addiction. Let's get straight to it, to the point. Let's talk about it. Weed in general. Everybody does it. It's the wave. You're cool if you do it. It's a stress reliever. It's not toxic. It's grass. It's not cigarettes. It's everybody's excuse. What else do people say? Makes you feel good, put you at ease. Yada yada yada. I call BS every time. Me growing up, weed is the worst thing that was ever invented. I don't care what nobody says, unless it's used for medicated reasons, to cure your actual body. But let's get straight to it. We all know in school, the popular people, the people that are cool, the people that everybody look up to, they smoke weed. The drug dealers, the thugs, the bad guys, the cool guys, whoever it is, the bad girls, they all smoke weed. Monkey see, monkey do. They see, you see the go-to guy, the star player smoking weed. So guess what? Everybody's smoking weed. Now, let's get more general. Your average guy or average person goes to parties, right? Goes to events, goes to places, right? And the host there, the person that's hosting the party, the person that's the main figure of that party, he smokes weed. We could talk about it. Even rappers, you can't even be cool nowadays if you don't smoke weed. It's the trend is so big that people are literally smoking weed because other people are smoking weed. Most of the people that are getting popularity or getting credit are people that smoke weed. People are getting recognized because they smoke weed. It's so bad that I see, and this is my personal experience, friends that see other people smoking weed, so they decide to literally smoke weed because they fit in perfectly. If they smoke weed, they are accepted even more. Weed creates a whole vibe. Like, for some weird reason, it creates a whole vibe. It makes people that hate each other love each other. If you got two toxic people in a room and you give them weed, I guarantee you all of a sudden they can communicate and compromise the situation. You ain't even gotta have food or drinks. People won't complain if weed is involved. People can't even function without weed. There's people that have to literally have weed before they can go do anything. Weed controls them so much that without weed, they can't function. They can't do what they desire. They can't go to their job. They have to smoke weed. There's people that are so down bad, so feel like, they don't want to, get up and just face life. They got to smoke weed and look the other way. Weed is the biggest controlling thing other than money that is a trend to me, and that is done because simply everybody else does it. I feel most people that smoke weed only smoke weed because they friend or somebody else that they was cool with or looked up with smoke weed, and they thought, maybe this fits my life too because I want their life like, I look up to them and that's what they do, so I'm going to do what monkey see, monkey do, like I always say. And they started smoking weed themselves. One thing I will say, that trend or you wanting to be like other people and start smoking weed becomes an actual addiction. And that's one thing I noticed, because I used to say, nah bro, you smoking weed because he's smoking weed, so you started doing it. No, that was when they first started. After a month, 2 months in, they actually get addicted. And the worst scenarios are people who always say this: I can stop when I want to, but I'm not finna stop. I'm not addicted to weed, but then I can stop whenever. If I want to stop today, I can stop today, but I'm not gonna stop though. But I can stop when I want. That's what you don't get. You're not stopping because you're addicted. It's just like brushing your teeth every morning. You're addicted and don't even realize it. Like, it's the definition. When you keep doing something over and over again and you can't stop. It doesn't matter if you think you can stop. If you thought you could stop, you would already stop. That's the reason why you're addicted. So yes, that trend that, this is my personal experience. I've had friends who literally wanted to, I'm not going to say just want to be cool. It just to fit in. Like, they go to the studio. You meet somebody at the studio, everybody's smoking. If you're not smoking, then you're not even relating. Like, y'all can't even vibe because this person's on this buzz and you over here trying to talk intellectual. They don't even know what you're talking about. They acting goofy. So then look, it just throws the whole little pH scale off. You just up here and you down here and up and down. So you get what I'm saying? To where if y'all both high, then it's like, oh, we can communicate now. We're on the same intellectual level. You get what I'm saying? Well, getting into that, it's more suitable if you're smoking weed, he's smoking weed, and y'all correlate each other because now y'all both. So now it actually fits. It creates a vibe. Speaking on weed again, that right there just tells you you're doing it because you just want to fit the description. You want to fit and be, what do you call that? You want to fit in. You want to be accepted is the word. So you just smoke weed because you know that's the cool thing to do. But guess what? After so many times, you end up getting addicted, 100%. And it ain't gotta have nicotine in it at all. You literally getting addicted from the lifestyle of just smoking weed. And I noticed that with a lot of my friends. They went from literally trying to be cool and smoke weed, not to say they were trying to be cool, but like just trying to fit in, to literally, they really was addicted. They could not function. They could not do anything that they wanted to do without smoking weed. Until this day, they still cannot function without weed. Without weed, like they can't do anything. It controls them. That's their number one priority. Weed, weed, weed. They will have $0 in their bank, no money. But guess what? They find a way to get money for weed. It is the most insane thing to me. Me personally, I'm so against weed since I've been in high school. I think, bro, since the day I saw somebody smoke weed, I knew I would never do weed for the simple fact I saw the person that do it because another person was doing it. And then I start seeing people that my friends and other like peers that I seen do it because other people was doing it and getting accepted, and everybody was just, you know, boosting them up because they was doing it, and, you know, females was liking them. I'm 100% against it at all costs because it's just trend in general, which leads to an addiction. But yeah, that's my main focus on this topic, was just letting you know, like, the power of how weed just really, like, controls people, and then how it becomes an actual addiction, and just how you see somebody else do something, so you do it. And I don't know why people do it, but I mean, I guess in this world, everybody wants to fit in. But it's just a wake-up call to anybody that's smoking weed. If you're watching this, man, don't let it control your life, and don't get addicted to it, and don't be in denial. To conclude this topic, like, share, subscribe, comment on your opinion on weed in general, and I'll catch y'all next topic.